You turned it on. Red button?
Red button's on. Oh, shit.
He's back.
Look who's here. Look who is fucking here.
Back from
Afghanistan.
REO?
REO's touring with REO.
That was my favorite.
How about it? How was it? How were the groupies?
Man, it was.
How were
it
the
was
groupies?
a hell of a ride, man.
Like 62 years old and saggy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's my type.
How about and then I guess your invite to the funeral over in England didn't pan out. You thought
He turned it down.
Queen's Gambit.
Oh, you turned it down?
He turned it down. I asked him. He said no. He turned it down. So
So I wonder what people think I've really been doing.
my dad really thought you were in Afghanistan. I didn't.
Your dad was.
I
probably
called you
the
because you
only
didn't
human
answer that. I wanted to tell you that my dad really thought.
Oh, really? That's why you called me?
He really thought Dave was in Afghanistan on a diplomatic mission.
So ridiculous.
What do you mean? You have that kind of.
Me and Donnie actually we got in a really big fight, and
You kicked my
we just
ass.
couldn't talk for a while.
This is the Men Defenses episode where
This is where we just
We
let it
have-
all
I
out.
need to sit where you're sitting.
It's so lame. We have never been in a fight since I've known
No.
you. Once I felt like I was crabby, and I called him back to apologize for being crabby. And he said, "I didn't even think you were being crabby."
Oh, yeah,
That's
you
the
did.
extent of our fight.
Donnie and I got in a fight today.
in the milkshake line.
Yeah, no, well,
Well, he said, "I'll be at your house in 5 to 8 minutes," and I'm
Yeah,
sitting.
I was told
sitting.
2:45, and
and then
here we are.
And then I stopped at the milkshake,
4 o'clock.
and it was, it was like that early time when you go to the ice cream shop, but like the dude's not in there yet. Like they're like there, but they're not there. And I sat there and I waited and I waited and I waited. And I
They're
was
all
like, God,
looking at you
Donnie's
from
gonna
the
kill
back,
me.
like,
Yeah,
"Ugh,
because
I
there's,
want a
not leaving."
milkshake.
there's once again, you can't control a whole lot in life. The one thing you can control is being on time, and you failed.
Sometimes
You
you
didn't
gotta
even fish
sometimes-
today. You didn't fish. He didn't fish. No excuse.
That was not.
He
That was strong.
over napped.
I know, but dude, I've had a tough day.
He's had a tough one.
Do tell us.
This
how
in,
tough
in,
it-
in the spirit of the fishing world, I guess it's a good.
Back on
Today
the fishing
today was one of those days. Well, boat subject. So my generator went out yesterday.
Don't hit the table.
See, I've got the big boat. Y'all got the little boat. I have a generator as well as a motor. My generator powers my air conditioner, things like that.
Air conditioner.
My air conditioner stopped getting power yesterday, so I went to change my change the brush. It's just like it's a little thing. I don't know. They call it a brush. You change it, and then you get power back. Anyway, so I went to take the little plate off to change the brush. There's 4 screws. 3 came out beautifully. I hit the button for the 4th screw, and it completely stripped.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, and it's in the worst place. So I got about 6 tools later. I got that out, got the brush hooked back up, and
That wasn't the problem.
that was not the problem.
Oh, I knew it. No.
So about the time I figured out that wasn't the problem, I've got a new raw water pump for my generator too. My one now has been leaking oil, so I said, well, I'll just go ahead and change this out while I'm making some calls to figure it out. So I went to change it out. Anyway, I'm on the phone trying to figure out what's wrong with my generator, talking to people. Take the old one off, put the new one on. It's kind of a pain, kind of messy, hoses and everything like that. Crank up the generator. She ain't pumping water. I didn't take the gear off my old one, put it on my new one, which they do in Wanchese. So had to drive to Wanchese, get that done, drive back, hit a couple new breakers.
Did you have any help? Did you have?
No, I was
LJ
by
with you?
myself. Yep. Generator still won't work. Got a specialist
LJ
going
surfing
tonight.
all day.
Was that?
LJ surfing all day.
Yeah, took his flags down for him too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We won't go any further than that, but
I should have nailed him down
I know.
back in the day.
They still nail them every
Okay.
once in a while.
All right.
So
What are you doing? You're looking at my hair. Stop looking at my hair.
It looks
You
good.
are. You're looking at my hair.
It looks good. What am I supposed? Am I supposed to look at the camera?
Oh man, I guess you look where you want. But I see your eyes are going up to my hair.
I don't think I've ever really noticed your hair.
It's
The light is really making it pop.
Looks very good.
no. What it looks like.
Does.
What it looks like is if the lunch lady put a frisbee under her hairnet and put a dead cat on top of her head. That's
It
what
looks
it
like
looks
you drove around like 8 hours looking for drum today, and you didn't see any. And it's just standing straight up.
I would have if somebody hadn't have been 45 minutes late getting to my house, and if I'd known he was gonna be late, I would have taken a tubby.
You look like you took a nap, but just face down.
I didn't take a nap. He took a nap.
Yeah. Well.
Who was late to you? Oh, me.
You.
So some rough boat work.
Rough boat work.
Just
You
kind
got
of a typical kind of day off that just turned into a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
You plan on getting stuff done. Nothing gets done.
Two fixes.
You kind of go backwards.
Yeah,
On the
you-
day.
I've gone backwards.
Yeah.
Two fixes that should have been 15 minutes at best.
Yeah.
Wound up ripping every tool on the boat out. Every, just
People
completely.
just don't get that, that people that aren't really in the business, they think, these boats just kind of work and everything's great all the time. But
And
there's a lot of stuff in the behind the scenes that's just,
I don't have a tilt trim motor right now. I'm just
there's always just something that's not working on the boat. People probably don't know it.
And
But,
kind of the funny thing is, like, some things slowly deteriorate, but usually it's like everything's great, and then it's until like, and then and it's kind of funny how like it happens overnight, right?
I told somebody
Like it was working
hold on.
great yesterday, and then today
I
it
told
just
somebody today, I
breaks.
said, if shit's not broken this time of year, it's because you haven't been fishing enough.
Well, I just processed that. You don't have trim and tilt?
No.
What are you doing
when you're
up
back,
in the flats?
back there behind P Island, just look. Where have I been? Just look at that scar. That's where I'm just plowing. I'm
They will
plowing.
hang you in Florida for
I'm
that.
plowing fields right now back there.
Yeah. Like,
When I was running
no wonder you're like, I couldn't get to him. Like, you got to have like 3 feet right now then.
no,
Dang.
I'm good in about 1.5 feet if I get
What is it? Is
everybody
it
on
getting
the back.
power or just not?
I don't
You don't even
know.
know. You haven't even tried to fix it.
It was working and then it stopped working. Then it kind of, you could hear it making a
yeah,
noise,
pumps.
and now it's not making noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's out of fluid, but you can't check the fluid without pulling the motor up, and you got to get the motor up. You got to take it out of the water,
Yeah.
which is a whole nother.
That's a couple hours work.
Which means you got to cancel the trip, and not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we got to. They're at a premium right now.
You
It's
just,
time to.
we got 6 weeks left.
How's the offshore bookings looking for this fall? I mean, I feel like
I
kind
mean,
of talking to a lot of the inshore guys, the trips seem to be slowing down. It's kind of like more like a typical year versus the extreme COVID charter years.
yeah, I think typical. I mean, I'm the 2 to 5 a week still.
That's great.
Kind of like but like, I mean, aren't we? We're not devastated about that, are we? Like, you wish you were fishing,
Especially
but
when you have
like,
a hurricane, like off the coast.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
we've been
pumping every day.
Yeah, we've been rolling, and like, we're getting to be waves. There was a few speckled trout caught in the surf,
Yeah.
so like we're getting excited
man,
about that. There was a
sounds
drum
so
bite on the pier. So activities, our
kinda like-
fall activities are starting, and we're
So
excited about
excited.
that.
It is, man. It's kind of all the good things that
Yeah, you
stuff that makes you
want to
this
live
place.
here, except Donnie. But Donnie doesn't like participating in our fall activities. But
He'll get out there. He'll do some dick dragging, and he might go make a couple casts one evening if I drag him out there.
I'll go watch.
He used to go trout fishing on the beach.
Well, before I owned a boat. Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But there's just I
Would
don't
you
know.
do? Forget to hit record.
No, because you haven't been here, and we use this camera. It
12
cuts
minutes.
off after like 12 minutes.
Is my microphone not on?
No, everything's on. Everything's on. But I want to go to our sponsor before.
Sponsors.
We're sponsored now.
I told you
We're
that.
sponsored by Wings. They got the best OVX shirts on the beach.
4 for $8. No, we're not
God.
talking about. You'll know. I want to get to it before the camera cuts off. It's a little more.
So you gotta. So
It's a little more professional if you go to your.
do you set like a timer on your?
I think it's like 12 minutes.
I got you.
I don't know. Have we talked about anything of substance yet?
Yeah.
We keep trying, and then you and I just start fighting again about me being late.
All right, I'm over it. You being late.
Let's do a little
We're doing
fishing
good. I'm
report.
so excited.
You guys
Dave.
haven't been
I am
doing fishing
so
report.
excited. No, we haven't. And this is episode 2.7. We didn't even say that. Episode
That's in the
2.7.
description.
It will be in the description.
So how about the offshore? It looks like there's some billfish finally showing up. For you
Yeah, I
guys.
mean, I don't know. I
not
hate-
great, but
Yeah.
better than it's been.
You can have a good day. You can have a really bad day.
Yeah.
And for no reason other than you just didn't drive over the right spot. There were some yellowfin tunas the last 2 days.
I love
So
to.
that was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't catch many. We
I
caught
feel
some
like
mahi.
bill fishing is kind of relatable to like cobia fishing. It's either really fun or really, really boring.
Yeah, it very much so. And the thing is we just haven't had that, very similar to cobia fishing where You know, sometimes you get those pieces of water where they get jammed up in, you know, and
Yeah.
there's a lot,
Yeah.
and you see a lot. It's the same for us right now. It's featureless kind of water. There's no sharp edges. There's no pieces of you know, there's no 78 here surrounded by 72.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like they all get jammed up in. So you're really just driving around.
Kind of a lot of luck involved.
Do y'all have
Yeah, hoping for the best.
And this is a serious question. Do y'all use any kind of technology to find that 72 or 78 divided or surrounded by 72? Do y'all have
Satellite imagery?
Satellite imagery,
other than
yeah.
the free Rutgers? Do y'all subscribe to ROFs or anything like
We
that?
don't. I mean, I have buddies that do. If I need a ROF shot, I can get one.
That's just kind of more up to date. Is that all that?
I mean, the thing for us charter boats is there's a group of private boats that do this stuff too, you know, on the reg. And we know all those captains, you know, they're all good guys, and they've got the ROF shot, they've got the sonars, they've got all the stuff. So when a piece of water, say, shows up 100 miles to the northeast, those guys are going to go up there and investigate it. You know what I mean? Whereas we're not really capable of that,
Right.
you know, with our day-to-day charters. So we kind of get, you know, I mean, I get reports from here to daggone Hydrographer's Canyon, which is somewhere up off New York. You know, like through the connection, you know, through our connection.
yeah.
So we know what's going on. You know, I mean, we were all excited 2 weeks ago. Like there was like 2 days in Ocean City where a couple boats caught like 10 or 12 white
wow.
line, you know, kind of like it used to be. And everybody's like, oh my God, the northeast wind's coming. It's going to happen. They're going to get blown in.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. You know,
So you got about a 25-mile stretch of water that you fish typically. That's your range.
yeah,
out
I mean,
there.
yeah. Well,
The point to
no.
maybe the 000s or something. Is that about?
I mean,
the
I'll
range?
run up to the 100 line. I'll run down to the 230. So, you know, if you say 000s to the 230 rock, how far
Yeah, that's a
is
pretty
that?
wide range. Yeah.
That's
To where
40,
you can still
60,
make money.
80 miles, right?
People that don't live in Dare County, explain to them that we are anachronisms, that we still use TDs.
TDs, yeah, for
which
World
was
War
a
One, right?
precursor of lat long.
Precursor
On
of lat
GPS,
long, yeah.
Precursor of
Yeah,
GPS.
and for whatever reason, we don't like to do it the easy way and use lat long.
like to use something that looks like a parallelogram. which
Yeah,
is- you
exactly.
have to measure angles.
I actually don't even know how it works. I just look at my machine because I'm that
Yeah.
young.
It's more, yeah. Anyway, so seriously, we're the only place that uses them. I know.
Yeah,
Yellow.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think Matt Anderson is the only one that uses them in the sound.
No, Reese, because he doesn't know how to switch his machine to.
I'm like,
lat long.
I'm like, send me the numbers. He's like, I got it in TDs. I'm like, what? Dude, come on.
Reese will give him TDs because he doesn't know how to switch it to lat long.
Oh, y'all use lat long in the sound?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I use lat long now. Yeah, I switched over because it's easier. It's a grid.
Because that's what everyone else has, except
Yeah.
for the guys that have been doing it 28 years, like Donnie.
I still know where. I know where the 630.
You know what? I haven't used hardly any waypoints this year.
Well, because we haven't caught much this year. You haven't.
I haven't felt the need to save anything. It's like you catch them here one day and you go back
Yeah,
there and
just-
they're not there. And
Yeah.
it's just like fishing. It's probably more like offshore fishing. It's like looking for bait in different water than it is like going to a specific.
You know, I've
grass
used my
zone.
waypoints because I've been fishing so shallow is to get out of shallow.
Get out of there, yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Here's a spot I
There's
can
a
get on
waypoint I
plane.
know that's got 3 foot. I can jump up
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah, that's true. I do that too.
But I have another serious question. Jack.
Okay.
You mentioned sonar.
Yeah.
Explain what the thing about sonar and not being allowed to use. What do you, when you say sonar in tournaments, guys aren't allowed to use sonar. What does that mean? That's something high level sonar, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's a new piece of equipment that basically it's a tube, and I mean it's like space age shit, man. You press a button and the tube drops down out of the hull of the boat, and it's a 360-degree sonar.
Like live scope.
It's like a live scope on steroids.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like to me.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I mean more or less you can see fish 1,500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,800 feet out, 360 degrees around the boat.
Oh wow. So it is like live scope.
Yeah.
Except live scope's
So what is it?
$1,500 and this is how
So
much?
so have you been on a boat that has it?
Yeah.
And you've seen how it works. So when you're getting the picture back, can you tell that it's like a marlin?
Usually, yeah. A manta ray is kind of a manta ray will mark a little bit like a marlin, but actually you can see the manta ray shrink as his wings go up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like so when his wings go up, and he becomes, kind of smaller. So a lot of times they can tell.
Is there
Okay,
that manta rays out there that it actually?
Yeah, believe it or not,
Yeah.
sometimes my most experience with it is in Costa Rica. But the way Chip Schaefer put it is like, think about yourself like bird hunting, say in a field, like hunting for quail or pheasant, and it's just you walking straight through the field. You're probably not going to kick up much, right? The sonar turns you into a bird dog because you've got this dog that's going all around you in circles. So you're covering that more ground.
Yeah.
You're covering that much more of a slice of the ocean.
So you guys, there's tournaments that are not allowing sonar to be used because it's too.
Some of them are getting that way. I don't know. It's quite a healthy debate.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will say about the sonar is it makes it a lot more fun, dude. Because you get a lot more bites. I mean, it's just you catch more. If you're with a good guy that's good at using the sonar, you're in the right conditions, the sonar does catch more. But not always. Not if you don't have the right conditions, you're not always. It's not always going to.
Well, it's very fair to say that in a tournament situation, if you don't have it, you're fucking out to lunch.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. But man, yesterday there were sonar boats out there, and the non-sonar boats caught just as much, and some caught more than the sonar boats because the fish were not
so spread out, like we talked about.
And the fish were in the shallows for whatever reason. When the fish are in shallow, the sonar doesn't work as good. Works really good in clean water out in the deep. Place like Costa Rica, great. Place like here, not always.
I was asking that.
But it'll get better.
All right, I'll get back to you. But let's take a break because we have a sponsor.
My beer's almost gone.
All right, Dave's gonna get a beer. We'll go to TW's, our new sponsor. Check it out. Yeah, Donnie D from DOA and Misguided Fishing. Check it out. TW's got everything you need to catch all the fishes. The rods, the reels, string, baits, from all the guys that make that stuff. Shimano, Daiwa, Penn, St. Croix, Yoseria, Meat Hawk, etc., etc., etc. You want to look fly when you're doing all that catching? They got you covered with gear from Salty Crew, Pelagic, Extra Tough, and more. You got questions? Ask away. TW's is staffed by people who fish every chance they get. They got their finger on the pulse of Outer Banks fishing. I haven't even scratched the surface of this place. It's like a toy store for grown-ups. So check out TW's Bait and Tackle in Nags Head, the Outer Banks' largest tackle shop. Milepost 10.
You know what I had
And buoys. He loves
All right,
buoys.
hold on. Yes, he loves buoys. We're back. Thanks, TW's.
We're back.
Yeah,
I had a
thanks.
group today, so this might be a topic for another day. You know what? It's kind of a risky topic to get into.
We need to press the red button and discuss it.
I had a group.
He's going to go for it though.
I had a group that went ribbon fishing and did the whole Clark spoon.
No, you can
Planer.
bring it up. It's like me saying offshore fishing is a fucking pirate.
So I had a guy today that went with the Clark spoon fleet last year, and they caught 10 zillion ribbon.
You probably
fish.
get a lot of those.
I've had a number recently.
Well, they email you and say, hey, we were really just looking for a little bit different experience. We went out and we caught, ribbon fish on fucking 80 wides with number 3 planers. And we reeled for like a second, and then our mate hand lined for 80 yards. And that was pretty much the experience. But so anyway, so I had them, it's great. It's good for my business. So I hope they do it forever. But so we get to the very first spot, and dude, in the first 5 minutes of jigging, she catches a fucking ribbon fish on the jig, dude. I swear to God.
Crook.
I was like, I've never caught a ribbon
Yeah,
fish in here.
you looked over. You had your pirate patch on.
It did, and I was like, no way, this is insane. And then like 10 minutes later, we caught a like an 8-inch lizard fish, and then like a 4-inch bluefish, and I'm like, we gotta get out of here. I promise we're gonna go catch way better.
It's
fish
like
than
the
this.
guys that when I was on the fish booker site looking, and there's the guys in our fleet are advertising catching mahis, cobias,
Yeah.
they went down the list of everything like you can get at the tackle store of all the
I think that's
fish,
like an auto-generated
all the species that are
description.
caught in North Carolina, like everyone's.
Yeah, I was sent an email from one of y'all's captains sent me this email. Some people they gave him a list of fish they would like to target, and it was every backwater. It was like speckled trout, puppy drum, flounder, striper, mahi, and then they were back to like bluefish and Spanish mackerel. Like it was like I was like they just chucked.
And
mahi.
they had like a 4-hour trip.
On a half a day.
But yeah, there's guys in our fleet that's what they catch. They catch it all. 400. No left. They're charging.
You
left.
never know, man. I will say, you just never know what you're gonna get into.
You really.
Like ribbonfish on that. Yeah, the whole ribbonfish albacore thing, man. I don't know. That's just kind of a touchy subject, man. I get kind of annoyed with boats that come into the dock with
50 albacores
and 100 ribbonfish, and I just want to be a fly on the wall at dinner that night. When there's like 30 people sitting around the table eating fucking albacores, and they're like, finally, Grandpa's probably like, "What the hell is this?"
I mean, are they?
This ain't even edible.
I see the albacore. Are they set like? Are they saying you can eat it?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, or is it just for the dock photo?
Well, it's for the dock shot, obviously. But the disappointing part is the fish cleaning bill, dude. I mean, they're paying $300-$400 probably even to clean all these things, and they're getting thrown away. Let's face it.
Yeah, or getting given back for dolphin bait.
But I don't think those people are coming back, man. I think they feel like they've just been bamboozled.
No, they have.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. I think that even. I think we catch sometimes people don't need all the fish they get, even if it's a good fish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it gets a bit excessive around here. You know,
It does. 18 yellowfins during the fall when it's 800 pounds of meat. Or
well, in my opinion, I haven't found another way
50 blackfins
handle them. But a yellowfin's good for about 4 or 5 days, like real good.
Yeah. You freeze him. You pull him out of the freezer. If you freeze him just right, he'll make tuna salad.
Yeah,
you know, like what are you cutting your raw yellowfin up for you cutting your frozen yellowfin for 3 months up for sashimi?
Yeah.
No, dude, but
it's just
we're fortunate that we don't have the guys in the fall like they do offshore. The guys that show up with the gray boxes in the back of their truck,
they're on one mission.
And I'm lucky being a young operation that I don't really get those.
Yeah.
You know, because I haven't. A lot of those people have been fishing with these guys year after year after year after year after year, and they're so sorry about that. But it's ground into their head.
It is, man. It is.
I mean, I'm so lucky that I've got these new. You know, the newer clientele's better.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have some days that I've had to learn to not apologize for some. You know, so we have some slow days that I think are terrible, and you get down and your party looks at you like that was the best.
Well, we've had this
ever.
Discussion a lot, and it comes down to how you react to the day.
And how you sell. You sell.
You know, if you're up there grumpy and bitching, and your mate's all upset, then people are going to feed off that energy. But if you're
they're paying a lot of money too. Like,
absolutely, but they're also paying to
to be told their day sucked.
Exactly. I think a lot of people are catching on to that.
They are, man. We're spoiled in regard.
They're going to have a good time no matter what, and we're just out there to show them a good time.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Show them
they got a house with like 28 people, and they just want to leave for the day, and they probably don't care if they catch anything or not. They don't have to listen to kids screaming and their wives bitching at them, and
most,
it's a day to go out there and drink some beer and have some fun.
Yeah, most people understand it's fishing. You know, I mean, you can if you're good enough at managing expectations.
Yeah,
you can sell that. I mean, I had a group this year. Like they fished with me last year about the same time in August. Our August fishing this year was not great. Last year we caught like 8 tunas, 15 dolphin, like nice dolphin, like a limit of tiles, and a 500-pound blue marlin. Like we had an epic day, and they came and like the fishing was bad, and they hopped on the boat and they were like, "Yeah, remember last year?" And I was like, "Wow, actually, I do remember last year. Like it was a 500-pounder just tearing it up right under the rigger, like they'd never been before, and we got skunked."
Oh no!
But like that was my only skunking all summer. But it was kind of funny. Like I climbed down and they were like, "Hey man, fair enough."
You're like, we paid our dues this year
like,
for last year.
Yeah, they're like, we had a great day last year, and I said,
and
I mean, I was like, guys, I worked twice as hard to catch them something the day that we did not catch anything. Than I did the day.
Well, they know those people,
all those fish.
Guys, we're running around today, him and I, all over the place, and Just wasn't working.
Trying to make something
same,
happen.
Same place we caught fish yesterday. Just nothing there today.
Yep.
And
Part of it.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
That brings up another point too, which it's easy to like, when you fish day in and day out, it's easy to like get to the dock and have an expectation for the day.
Yeah.
And it kind of controls your attitude going into the day. But so many times, dude, you'll just get thrown a total curveball. And you'll have like an epic day when you thought it was just going to be horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like you have to show up to the dock thinking it's going to be a good day no matter what.
You never know.
Because you don't know. Even when you fish every freaking day,
you got
still
no
never
idea.
know, dude.
You have no clue.
So like, it's so easy to just be like, God, I didn't catch shit yesterday. It's the same conditions. I mean, I'm definitely not. And then you go out there and you just crush it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just you just got to reset every day and put a
go
smile on your face.
Hope for the best,
That's right. That's it.
All right. No,
Donnie, you awake?
I am, man. I'm fine. Jack, I'm good.
Milkshakes?
I didn't get a nap. Jack got a nap.
I got it.
But I'm okay.
Me and Jack were just snoring.
I called him. I was like, I'm running a little late. I want a milkshake. He was like, well, I'm having a cup of coffee. I was like, all right, well, he's probably just enjoying his cup. I got there and he was sitting on the curb outside his house, just with this pouty look on his face.
It's professional. This is a professional production.
It's
we
September,
We need to treat it
it's
like
September.
we're professional.
We're all beat down and battered, ready for
I'm fishing without a tilt trim.
the off
Rush,
season.
One trim tab, no tilt trim motor.
Yeah.
But I put a bilge pump in there.
I don't think what I got
Sort of
going on
works.
today. My jack plate doesn't work.
I didn't.
Your trolling motor's off again.
My trolling motor's fried. It's underneath the house. What else do I got going on?
Watkins lost his anchor at the bridge today.
At the bridge?
In the alley.
No, I think he went to the bridge to catch a big one.
Oh yeah, mine's in the.
So he
alley.
lost the anchor.
Like 100-foot line out there. No one can fish there ever again.
Oh, that's the one in the alley that you get caught on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something on. Yeah.
It's a rope. It's a wire or something.
Something in
you
there
can
that
feel it come up for just a second and it like sucks it back down.
The alley. Inshore talk, Jack. Inshore talk.
Maybe it's like a power line.
It's like an old something from the old bridge, probably.
Here's a crazy story. When I was
Fame.
we used to go to the Abacos, the Fame, and I would always I like to
Elitist.
fish for mutton snapper at night. And so I had to get bait. And I'd usually spear my bait, spear the little grunts. Mm-hmm. So we had these little grunt holes, and we'd go to them anyway. Dude, this one time, I went to spear this grunt, and I was getting kind of frustrated, and I speared the thing.
So when you say spear, you mean like you're underwater spearing them?
Yeah,
With
spear
like a
fishing.
Hawaiian spear or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little 3-prong.
Yeah.
It was quicker to go in and just stick them because the
You
snags were
could
bad.
just like sabiki them?
Well, the snags were kind of bad.
okay.
There was
Yeah.
a
Got
place where they were thick. You know,
Yeah.
and you could just go whack a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't getting them that good this day. And anyway, there was this cable. Like where we were spearing was at the foot of this giant like castle house, like the gazillionaire places.
Yeah.
And there was this like round looking thing, and I shot that thing, dude, and got completely freaking. It felt like somebody dropped the. I don't know how I'm alive.
You should be dead.
I got completely smoked by that thing.
Oh my god, dude.
Like it felt like
Probably because
somebody-
you were underwater you
It
survived.
felt like somebody hit me in the back with a sledgehammer, and my spear just dug right into that. I mean, it stuck right into it, and it was kind of funny. The next day we came by, and there was like a real official looking buoy there, and everything. Like apparently, I turned off power.
Yeah, I would
to,
think
like,
probably that's what
the
happened.
whole island or something like that.
Pretty much.
So you had to leave it.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't going back after that.
You
thing.
couldn't grab the rubber end of it and just maybe yank it out of there?
I thought I had been attacked by a shark. Like I didn't
Wow.
know what. Like it hit me. Like it was such a gnarly, violent feeling.
That's extreme.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So anyway,
But
be
you made
careful
it.
when you snag your anchor on things, kids.
I just cut my line. I tried for like a minute. The thing is, like, if you put it in gear and try to pull it all every different way, it ends up coming up bent. And worthless. Anyway.
Ends up sitting in front of my house like
Yeah.
all the rest of them.
I'm just like, all right, whoosh, I keep an extra one on the boat.
Do you
Roll
have
on.
the as I'm thinking about our giveaway this week, do you have the giveaway from the one Bud did? The guy really wants his giveaway.
What was it?
Bud gave away some Z-Man stuff, a bunch of Z-Man stuff, and some Zap. And do you know where it is? It's supposed to be here.
Well, I'll look.
He probably grabbed him the other morning. When
Just tell me exactly what it was, and I'll find it.
Go back to episode whatever.
What was it?
God, you asshole! I would want my shit too.
It's got to be here. I mean, I didn't.
You told me it was in a
Steal it.
drawer.
It might
No,
be in that drawer.
nobody
I
said you
didn't check
stole it. You might have just not stopped by the tackle store that morning because you had tackle at home already.
I need to try the Zap.
We'll get it.
It's really
We'll
cool.
Get it to 'em.
It's really cool when you put it on there and your fingers are stuck together. And if you have a
Zip
cut,
tie alternative.
and if you have a cut on your finger and it gets in there,
Yeah, I've always been. Are you still a zip tie guy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'll go with the zip
big
tie.
time zip
I'm a zap.
tie guy.
I'm a zap guy. Easy, peasy.
Just zap it. You just zap.
What
it.
about when the jig head's still wet?
It doesn't matter.
It'll.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, your fingers can be wet. Now.
What about taking the jig off? Does it come off okay?
No, you gotta yank it, yank it, yank it.
You gotta yank it.
Get it off.
Show us how you yank it. We need some
What?
instructions on how to yank it.
You were here by yourself for 3 hours. You couldn't figure it out. All right.
I gave it a good effort.
Sometimes a nap's more.
I am
important.
so excited that you're back from
nap.
your world tour. But do you
That
have
was
any
very
stories?
creative.
You and Billy Idol get alone together?
I don't have
Did
any
you swing
stories,
both
man. I've been
ways?
right here fishing, just kind of getting over our fight and thinking about things.
All right. We got a giveaway this week from our sponsor, TW's Nags Head. Giving away. This isn't no bullshit giveaway.
No, we're
I mean, it's a real a giveaway. A fishing rod.
like
not
almost
the
as
real,
good as a big pack of
but
zip mans.
better than a lot
Wait,
of
so can I actually be like? Can I have a chance to win?
No,
this
you can't.
giveaway?
He's giving away quality tackle, better than some of the guys in our business use.
Yeah,
I saw it. What
That's not
number?
saying anything.
What number? Whoever gets closest to the number without going over, or if you go over.
yeah.
All right,
closest to the number
this is your
without
deal.
going
So come up with it. Give it now.
over. Okay, so yeah. What's my Blue Marlin number? Most Blue Marlins. How many Blue Marlins is the most Blue Marlins I've caught in one day? That's our
Anywhere in the country?
question. Yeah, just
Oregon Inlet.
No, not Oregon Inlet. Just fishing in general.
You were in the
This
boat.
particular day occurred in Costa Rica.
Okay.
So
All right.
were you running the boat? Were you mating?
I
Were
was
you
a mate.
drinking in the cabin?
I was a mate. I was a
Okay.
deckhand.
All right, what's-
slash angler.
What's
I got the
Captain
hook
Jack
to catch
Graham's
a lot.
biggest day Blue Marlin fishing?
All right.
First one that gets it without going over, fuck. If you go over, it's okay. Whoever's closest to it, if,
Yeah,
you, go,
whoever's
if
closest.
you don't hit it,
The under will win.
under will win.
If there's two-
unless you're right on,
Yeah.
and you're going to win a fishing rod,
Yeah. Nice.
and
nice
you're going to go up there and pick it up. We
It
don't
is
have to
a-
ship this or anything.
So is that the Walgreens sponsor with the pink and blue? The
TW
Donnie's been using.
TW's Nags Head.
Ben Franklin, I think.
All right, I'm with a couple of clowns. They playing off each other.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude. I love it,
TWs.
man. You got rods? It's getting.
Hey, dude, you know what
yeah.
else we got? We got a booth at the oyster roast.
Yeah.
At TW's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they want us there. Misguided Fishing out front.
Who is they?
TW's Nags
Y'all?
Head.
Yeah. We're like.
You're in it.
A lot's happened since you've been gone.
Some of us haven't been exercising our
A booth?
passport.
What are we going to bring this table? What
We
are you,
can
like-
set up. We can do a live stream. He said, man.
I think we're gonna do a live stream. We got to do a live stream. We're
right.
gonna interview. We could have some guests come through, interview some.
All right, episode 2.7. I'm getting
really
out of
happening.
here. Captain Jack, aficionado. Dave, salt minded. Donnie D, DOA. Subscribe, follow. You know how it
Hope
works.
you learned a lot today.
YouTube, Spotify,
YouTube,
Apple
Spotify.
Podcast, Apple Podcasts.
All right, we'll see y'all.
Right now.
Peace out.